I do less now than I did when I was in my 20s, and I'm much more fit. Gotten a little smarter over the years, not huge amount smarter, but somewhat smarter over the years. Hey there, Coach Devin here. I want to talk a little bit about getting in your own way and ruining your own gains when it comes to health and fitness. So you want to get fit. You're like, okay, I'm going to get fit. I'm going to do all this stuff to get fit. I'm going to work out a bunch. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to do all the things that I need to do to get fit. And then somewhere along the line, some people start getting in their own way. And they get in their own way in a myriad of ways. And we're going to talk about those right about now and see if you're getting in your own way and some ways to get out of the most common ways that people screw up their health and fitness and all the work they put into it, how they're screwing that up and getting in their own way in the process. Before we get going, please hit that heart down below. That's the like, and subscribe to the channel and comment. I love when people comment. It also helps the algorithm, more people see it. So please comment. Tell me if you've gotten in your own way in the past. Are you getting in your own way right now? If you have a question, fire it up down there. I love to respond to it and help out with things. Also, if you hit the bell on the other side, it will tell you when I make a new video. The reason I make these videos is because I've been in the health and fitness industry now as a trainer for 28 and a half years. It's getting up there now, 28 and a half years. I've owned a gym for 11 years. This is my passion. This is what I love, and I love putting out good, honest information out there. This is the whole reason for this channel, is good, honest, real information about how you can get more healthy. So please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment, and share it with your friends too. It always helps if you share it with your friends. More people will see it, and hopefully we can help more people get more fit and not make mistakes that I've made, you've made, and other people have made in the past. All right. There's two serious mistakes that I see quite often with clients, both the clients that I work with online and the clients that I work with in the gym, where they really railroad their own. Well, in reality, there's three. There's three ways people railroad their own goals. So if you have a goal to get fit and you're like, okay, I want to lose weight or I want to get stronger, whatever that goal happens to be, and it's pretty much ubiquitous across the board that the way people get in the way of those goals is pretty similar, because in reality, we're all pretty similar as people, right? So these are ways that people get in the way. Number one, people decide that they're going to diet really hard and they take it way, way, way too far. Now, that dieting really hard could be real simple. It could be, I'm never going to eat junk food again, which is frankly a stupid thing to say. And people do it because they see too much stuff on social media. Like, I've gone, 70 days or 80 days, or 40 days with no junk food. Okay, that's not reasonable, right? You're putting out a goal out there that's so not reasonable that you're not going to follow it yourself. I tell clients all the time, every Friday night with my family, since my son has been 2 years old, he's now 20, so it's been 18 years of this, we have pizza, we eat chips, and we watch movies. If somebody said to me, Devin, you can get even leaner if you gave that up, I'd say, I don't really want to, because I really enjoy it. It's something that's important to me. It's part of my family dynamic. I love it. I've been doing it since the kids were little. I want to continue it. I think I'm pretty fit. I walk around with abs. I don't have high body fat. You can do those things, and I advocate for every client, don't get crazy on your diet. Don't assume that you're never going to cheat, because it's not reasonable. And it's not real. You will cheat, and then if you put this crazy thing out there that you can never cheat, you're going to screw it up for yourself, because it's going to stress you out. And when you're stressed out, guess what? Bad things happen and you fall off your diet completely. So that's a good example of putting out something that is just way, way, way too much of a goal. The goal's too aggressive. Or this one also is a real common one when it comes to diet. I'm going to eat 1,100 calories a day. I'm going to eat 1,200 calories a day. I hear that one all the time. Well, I'm eating 1,100 calories. I have clients online and in person that when I look at their food, I'm like, what are you doing? You're 160 pounds and you're eating 1,100 calories or 1,000 calories a day, and you're working out. Look, that's ridiculous. You're going to feel terrible. It's going to ruin all of your ability to actually get more fit, because you're pushing your body so far. Look, fitness is a stimulus to get you fit, but you get fit by resting, sleeping, and eating healthy and not eating too many calories. But you can take it too far. If you're 1,000 calories under your needs for calories for the day, that's a lot. 500 is more than enough. I tell people this all the time, and I've run into clients many, many times, that they're just grinding away and wasting their time and energy by doing too much. It's too much dieting. You got to back it down a little bit. Dieting a little bit is great, a lot is bad. So, if you're somebody out there eating 1,200 calories a day and you don't weigh 120 pounds, guess what? You're taking it too far. Stop doing it. I really believe that some lazy ass trainer person out there created this 1,200 calorie diet idea. That 1,200 calorie idea gets out there. Everybody says I should do it. It only works for somebody who's like 120 pounds, 130 pounds max. You're not 130 pounds. I know you're not. I'm not. It's not a reasonable thing. So those are some ones that run into the diet side of things, where people are putting out ideas and thoughts, and they're just taking it way, way, way too far, and they're ruining their own ability to get more fit. Because if you're in a caloric negative of 1,000 calories a day, guess what? You're not going to progress. You're going to feel terrible. Then you're going to quit, and then you're going to go, that program didn't work. Well, the program didn't work because you screwed it up, because you're taking it too far on the food side. When it comes to exercise, the same thing applies. You can't work out 3 and 4 hours a day on a regular basis and assume that's going to work for you. It's not. It isn't. And anybody who's doing that or says that to you is full of crap. That's the bottom line. Anybody who tells you that is lying to you. Period. They're just lying. Because here's the deal. Exercise is stressful. It's the stimulus you put on your body to help you get more fit when you sleep and you eat better. If you put enormous amounts of stress in your body, the stress hormone your body creates is not good for you. And at some point, you just run out of gas. You run out of gas. If you're working out 3 hours a day, I have clients that I have to back down, that I've had to say, listen, you can't be working out, doing an hour and a half of cardio and then lifting weights for an hour and a half. That's 3 hours out of your day. That's ridiculous. I'll tell you right now, I do cardio in the morning. I usually isn't more than 20, 25 minutes of cardio. Some days it's hard and I go at it. Other days I don't feel like it and I go pretty slow. It kind of depends on the day. It's more about heart health. But yeah, some people will say, Devin, you work out twice a day. Yeah, but the first one really isn't a hard one. And then the second one I lift weights, and that's that. It's that simple. It doesn't need to be rocket science. You don't need to kill yourself. Exercise is not about abusing your body. Exercise is about helping your body get better and get more healthy and move in the right direction. That's where it comes from. So if you're aggressively working out day in, day out, guess what happens? Bad things. Just bad things happen, and you railroad any opportunity you have to get more fit. So if you're doing too much, it's too much. An hour and 20 minutes is more than enough. Really, an hour should be enough. If you put in an hour 5 to 6 days a week, you see big differences. If you put in 2 hours 7 days a week, you're taking it too far. That's the bottom line. You're just taking it too far. And take it from a guy who's done it. I love to exercise. I love to work out. And you know what? I have taken it too far lots of times. I can speak from experience. I do less now than I did when I was in my 20s, and I'm much more fit. Gotten a little smarter over the years. Not huge amount smarter, but somewhat smarter over the years. And I have gotten better at what I'm doing. And you know what? I've learned a little bit. So take it from a guy who did it. Don't do it. Don't push yourself into these things. And this stuff all, again, it's very much similar to the diet. It boils down to the fact that you are in a position where you can't take things too far. Don't push the diet into crazy spots. Don't go super, super low on your calories. Don't go super, super, hardcore on, just never eating junk food. It's not going to work for you. Don't go super hardcore and I'm going to work out for tons and tons of hours at a time. That's not reasonable. Plus, long term, there's no sustainability there. There is absolutely no sustainability for you to get where you want to go. So what really is the answer to not railroading yourself? Moderation. Be moderate. Be reasonable. Listen, if you started watching a TV show, some of us do, I guess, but you're not going to watch the entire show in one day and skip work and whatever. You're not going to do that because it's not reasonable. Some people binge things, I get it, but you don't binge things every single day. I am a kid, basically I'm drawing a parallel between binging a show on Netflix every single day. You're going to binge an entire show as much as you can, and then you're doing the same thing when it comes to exercise. If you're grinding down and you're working out like a lunatic 2 and 3 hours a day, every single day of the week, and you're dieting really hard and you're hardly getting any calories, and going to the nth degree, going too far, pushing yourself way too far, it never works out well. And in my industry, a little bit is great. Moderate is even better. A lot can be very bad. It can just, and it will ruin all of your ability to actually make the goals and get where you want to go. And that's unfortunate because you're spending all this time and energy working really hard at something that is just not going to be A, sustainable long term, or B, isn't actually going to get you more fit because you're just doing too much. So guys, back down what you're doing, be reasonable, be moderate, take a day off if you need a day off, that's okay. Don't take a week off, but take a day off. If you need a day off, that's fine. You should have at least one day off every week where you're not doing anything. Let your body heal, sleep, eat healthy, but don't go too far in your diet. Still have some, have 2 cheat meals every week. I advocate all the time, 2 cheat meals a week. If you do that, along with not exercising like a lunatic, you'll get way more results from the work that you do, and that is where we want to be anyway. If you have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, write them up in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Don't go too hard, and don't fight, be awesome.